Hi, this is Susan Camfield with SueStamfield.com. I wanted to show you how to make this fun little Valentine treat bag to give to somebody that you love for Valentine's Day. So let's get started on how to make this cute little stinker. We have a punch art skunk here, and that's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm just really excited to have figured that out and to share it with you today. So let's get started. The bag that we're using here they're from Stampin' Up, the treat bags. You can purchase them on my website, SueStamfield.com. They're only available until this Monday, January 27th. So don't wait. They're only $4.95. You get 12 of them. In addition to the little treat bags that we're using on this project, you also get some baker's twine and some tags so that you could use those on other projects as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the skunk. So I'll start with his face here, and to do the face I used our wide oval punch, and I punched out the first layer of the face out of basic black. So that is the base. Now we want to do the second layer of the face, and if you look here you'll see the second layer of the face is a white mask that goes over the black. So let me show you how I did that. I used a 3" by 2 1/8 inch piece of Whisper White, and we lined up the punch. We did this at my Valentine treat holder class. We lined up the 1" circle punch with the edge of the cardstock, and we're punching about 3/4 of that circle. So go ahead and punch that out, and then you're going to slide over to the other side, but on this one, instead of lining up flush to the edge like we did on the other side, you're going to go in about 1/8 of an inch and punch out. And that's going to give you that little bridge. So hold it up here so you can see it, the little bridge between the nose right there. And now that you have that punched, you're going to get your wide oval punch, and you're going to slide it in, kind of have to go in from the side and bring it down so that point is almost at the bottom of the oval. And go ahead and punch that out, and that forms that mask. So that's going to go right over that. I'm just going to take my snail adhesive here and attach that. Now let me show you how I did the second layer, or the third layer, excuse me. I wanted more black up there to make it look more skunk-like, and so what I did is I took a piece of basic black cardstock and I took our full heart punch and I put it in here and punched it about that far in, about halfway. And then you discard the part that you punched out. So throw that in our scrap pile there. And then you're going to go back in again with that wide oval punch. And slide it in, and you can kind of see how far I have that peak. It almost looks like a vampire peak or something. So we're going to punch that out. So now we're going to go ahead and attach that. And there we have the third layer of the mask. And so now let's do the eyes. The eyes came from the Cupcake Builder Punch. And I'm just going to attach those with the 2-way glue pen here. So just want to do a little dot of glue on one side. And then I just drew in the pupils using our basic black marker. Now with the basic black marker you want to use the fine tip. So if you look for the line that's skinny, that's the fine tip marker. If you look for the wide end, that's going to be the wide tip. So we want the fine tip here. And there, I've got my eyes drawn in. So now I'm going to do the nose. The nose comes from one of the eyes on the Owl Builder Punch. And I attached that with a glue dot. And that's so it would pop up a little bit. And not be lost when you've got black on black. It's easy to lose the nose there, so by attaching that with a dimensional, it kind of sticks up a little bit and gives it a little extra dimension. Excuse me, not a dimensional, like glue dot. And then now we're going to do the ears. I was super excited about the ears. I was looking at all my punches and trying to decide what can I use to make ears. And so I came up with the Bitty Butterfly Punch. and it makes perfect ears. I was so excited. So what you want to do is just take your bitty butterfly punch in basic black and cut it in half for your 2 ears. And you can probably see where I'm going with this. You're just going to attach a glue dot to the lower half of the butterfly and stick it right behind. And do the same on the other side. So there you've got your ears in place. So for the body, we're using the large oval punch. I punched one in basic black and one in whisper white. And so I'm just going to put some snail on the whisper white, and that forms his belly. And then you can just take a pair of scissors and just chop that off. It doesn't have to be curved around or anything because the head's going to hide that. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the head. I attached it with a glue dot again. Love glue dots. This is a must-have item in my stamping studio. So we're just going to put our little head on there, like so. And then we're going to go on to the feet. So for the feet, I used the Modern Label punch. And I'm just going to snip that off. That's one set of toes. And this is the other. Okay, so there is our skunk so far. Now we need a tail, of course. And so with the tail, I punched out a black wide oval piece for the tail, but it was a little bit wider than what I wanted. So here's what I did. I took my snail adhesive and I put just a little bit of snail on a scrap paper. And then I kind of put my finger on it to remove some of that stickiness from it. And then I set my tail piece down, and then I went back in with the wide oval punch, just like this. So I went in, this is the full punch. I wanted less than that, so I just punched a second time. Because I'm just punching through a printer paper, it's very lightweight, and so it'll cut the cardstock and the printer paper. Punches are not made to go through 2 layers of cardstock, so that's why I put in the printer paper. And then we're going to attach a large oval piece for the stripe on his tail. And just put that near the end. And of course that's going to go on again with another glue dot. So put my glue dot on my tail and stick my tail on my project. And there you have your adorable little skunk. So for our next step to finish our bag, I just used the new Just Saying stamp set from the Occasions catalog. Here's the whole set right here. And it comes with, in a bundle opportunity, with the matching framelits to cut out those bubbles. Really cute. And then I have the hang-ups, clips that are in the regular catalog. And that is also a word bubble. So he's thinking love ya, he's thinking hearts, he's thinking 2 things. And that was just perfect to keep my bag closed and go with my theme here. I popped up our little guy on dimensionals. And then inside our bag, I have a Ghirardelli chocolate. These I got at Target. So we've got the whole bag here if you want to see what that looks like. And it was the perfect size to fit in this bag. So there you have our little stinker. Go and make some skunks to give to people for Valentine's Day. Thanks so much for stopping by today. You can see the full supply list on my blog at SueStampField.com. And I also have, whoops, it's on my tripod, sorry about that. I have a map just as a reminder of the parts and pieces we used for this project that I will also put on my blog. I'll take a picture of this so that you've got kind of a little reminder as you're putting that together. Thanks for stopping by.